do here. So just they're passing all these values, so that also we can do from our Apex class as well. Okay, let's convert this trigger in Apex class. So what should be the name? Like it should be a naming convention should be like this: trigger, helper, or handler. That should be like this. Okay, we should get to know like what's the helper class or what's the handler class for which trigger or what. So we can get to know like this, and we'll directly like doing these things, and parallelly what we need to do here. So I need to create one static method. Let's say static void or static string, new method or contact counts, update on account. Okay, something like this I'm doing here. So this is my methods and this is my class and what I'm trying to do here. So in our earlier session, so we learned like how to pass, like if I want to call this roll up summary class in the trigger. So definitely as a parameter, I should have a list of S objects. S objects means list of contact, list of account, anything I should have. So now what I'm doing here, so I'm just passing trigger dot new, trigger dot old, whatever value I'm passing here, the same value I need to pass here as well, because after that I can get to know if I'm passing here list of contact and con list, and parallelly what I'm trying to do here. So let me just call this class here. So parallelly, okay, I'm just passing this class. Dot trigger dot new. So let me keep this class out of this. Okay, and let me remove everything in this class, and let's keep this class. Let's keep transfer this logic to this one. Okay, parallelly, what we need to do here, whatever con list which we have here. So even will not use any context variable here. So let me replace this one, and so we'll replace this one as well. So let me replace this one first because we are saying about trigger.new now. Okay, and before that, what should we do here? So we should keep this trigger.new like context variable before that. If you are not understand, so please let me know. Okay, so this is my context variable. So this is my my context variable. So parallelly, what should we do here? So let me just so I think that is extra. So what should we do here? So we should keep this one as well. Let me just cut this one and remove this bone bracket. Parallelly, like same methods we can use here, or else we can use another old method. So as of now, we are just going to do for one method only. So not let's remove this one. Like we can create another method as well that you can create. But as of now, for understanding purpose, we are creating only one method, and so with the help of that, we want to work. Okay. So similarly, so I'm just doing like this only, and so let me just save this class, and let me just save this one as well. So what it is saying, it's line number. Okay, fine, remove. Okay, so this is my class. So if I'll create any of the like records, is after is insert. So in case if I'm going to create some of the records and my context will be counted as a like one in the account object. So let me just go to Rahul. So it's where is Rahul? Okay, it's Amarjit Singh. So its total count is one. It's one. So let me just do one thing. Let me create one new account as contact as well. It's Kishore I'm creating. So let me just check. It should not be one. It should be three. And oh, it should be three. Okay. So because my this trigger is working now. This trigger is working now. But in you got it or not? Like this at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now as we already did these things like this, like not the same scenario, but yes, we already did the things. But yes, so in case if we want to use a future method, so how we will tackle the things? Like in a future method, like what the things in the future method is. So first it should be at the rate future. It should be at the rate is future, and parallelly it should be like method should be public, and it should be list of like it should not be list of as objects. We have two type of parameters, the primitive and non-primitive. Okay, primitive data type we can pass, but non-primitive we cannot pass because it's a parameter is non-primitive. It is not saying that it is you are passing the list. It is saying you are passing the contact object. We cannot pass the as objects here. We cannot pass the as objects here. So if I'll pass the list of string integer, then it will work. So now this is my scenario. So how will I work? If I want to make a call out, if I want to do the integration, so if I want to the call out, so what will I do here? Call out equal to true. Like this I will write. But how will I write? Whether it is not working, it is not allow us to save the code. We don't have any option, right? So to resolve this issue, so what we will do here, so let me just create one of the list here, and list equal to new, and let me just pass the string here, string query, something like this. Okay, so like this we are doing here. So now like it should work now or not? It should not be work, right? Because it is returning the list of new records, right? It is returning a list of records, but what it is returning, it is just passing, we are passing the string, means it is not make sense, right? So what we will do here, so we'll do one thing, so string so before that, string str something JSON dot serialize. We'll do serialize first, whatever trigger dot new which we have here, and even parallelly I will show you the result as well, like what it is returning and all. So instead of this, instead of trigger dot new, I'll pass the string here. So it is saved now. Even parallelly I will show you what it is returning. So let me just create one debug log here. Let me create one new contact. So parallelly we'll get one logs here. So accordingly we can see.
Why did you do the serialize?
1 second, bro.
Yep.
Sorry. So why I'm doing the serialize and do deserialize, because thing is that like we can if we are using the future method, if you're using the future method, and if you're doing the call outs, in case of without call out as well, if you're doing the future method in that scenario, we cannot pass list of contact, list of account, because if I want to call a helper class in the trigger, so that time, like I should have a trigger.new. What trigger.new is returning? It is a list of new records, right? List of new records means list of contact record, account row is a S object records. Then definitely I should also pass the list of that records right here, right? So if I will pass like this, so then how it will work? Because it will say like S object is not, we cannot pass S objects. Let me just show you. Let's say I'm passing here contact, something like this. It will not allow us to save, like it do not support. Future method do not support parameter of contact. If I will pass list of contact, then it will throw an error message. The same message is list of type of list, something like this, the type of list. Okay, so we cannot pass. But yes, if I will pass string integer, then it will not throw an error message. We can save the record. We cannot save the record, but as object we cannot pass as a parameter of the future method. Okay, that's why we are doing the we are passing the string here. So why we are passing the, what is the flow for this? Flow is, we are just first we are passing the trigger dot new. We are just trigger dot new. We are doing a serialize, so it will be converted in the JSON format first. It will be converted in JSON format and we'll pass in the string. That string we are passing in the parameter of this method. This method means this method parameter we are passing string, and same way we are getting the string here. After that we will deserialize this one in the list. Here we are converting from list to string. Same way, after getting the things here, then we'll convert from string to list, and then we will iterate in the con list. Got it or not?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So now so what we will do here, we'll do list of contact. One second, so let me just check the syntax, proper syntax here. Okay, fine. So what we are doing here, so we are just passing the trigger.new trigger.new, and we are passing as a JSON string here. Same way we are using a future method, the string here we are passing the list of contacts we are using in our scenario. So same way we'll see these things and accordingly we'll do from our side. So let me just use this one only. So instead of account, we are using contact. And so this is our syntax for the converting from string to list. Okay, only JSON to, we are deserializing now. Okay, so same way, so what the JSON string is, not JSON string, it's a str query string. Okay, so same way we'll get the data in the con list, and that same data we'll get in the con list again. Okay, so let's check in our Salesforce now, so whether it is working or not. So let me do the clone of this, and let me just check the Amarjit, how many is, it's 3 now. So let me do the clone of this, and let me just save the record. We'll check whether it is 4 or not. It is 5. Let me check why. 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, great, it is working. So if I'll create one more records, then it should be 6. It is 6, right? If I'll create, if I'll means my trigger is properly working now, if in case I'm using a future method. Okay, so same way, we'll check like whether this is working or somewhere other functionality is working. So we can make activate or deactivate the trigger. and so with the help of that we can do. And even if I'll clone the things, then it will not increase the count now. It should not increase. Now it is 7 again. If I'm creating one more record, it should be actually it should be 9, but now it is not doing anything. In same way, if I'll do activate this one and I'll work with that, so it should work. It should work like it should display some 10 records and all. It should say some 10. It is 10, right? So now we can say that is working fine. It is working fine. Okay, so thing is that, so a question here is like, can we call this one future method in another future method? So let me just create one more. Let me just do the clone of this method. And so in this, so we'll do one thing. So let me just say, tell the name is 2. Let me just pass this method in another method. Oh, sorry. So let me just pass this method in another method, so we can pass for a while. We can say as a string we are passing is a string means for now I'm just passing the something like this. I'm passing the test now. Okay, and so I'm passing this one now. And what I will do here, so if I will call this future method in another future means in trigger, and then I will work, then it will not work. Means indirectly way what we are saying here. So we cannot pass one future method in another future method. We cannot call. Okay, so if someone will ask you, can we call a one future and another future, you can say no, we cannot call. And you know what the reason behind this? Like if you're not, like we are not passing the list of let's say it's a list of contact or simple contact. What might be the reason behind this? Why can't we pass like this? If I will save the record, it wants allow us to save the records. You know why? Because if we'll save the records, let's say we are, let's say for like few minutes, so you can understand Salesforce is allowing us to save the records, save the this code with list of contact. One second. Hello. Sorry. Okay, so what we were doing here, so I was saying, I was just telling you the reason behind this, why it is not supported. So because let's say, let's take an example. Let's say what you are doing here. So we are doing list of contact. अरे, क्या हो गया? List of contact. It's very important. So please like keep concentrate. Okay, so I'm saying list of contact. So what does it mean by list of contact? List of contact, what it is returning? It's returning a list of all the records from the database. Oh, sorry. Select ID, last name or something like this from the database. So let's say it is returning like this. So parallelly, what you have done here, so this is asynchronous operation. This is asynchronous means once resource will be available, then it will work. Once resource will work if available, otherwise if resource is not available, then it will be wait in a queue. It will wait in a queue. So same way in a future method, so then it will also be in a queue if resource is not available. And in this record, so what we are doing here, we are saying it should be update, last name should be update with, we are just fetching the records from the database. After that we are iterating the records. After that we are saying last name should be updated with XYZ or something else. Okay, we are saying it should be updated like this. And parallelly resource is not available. Resource, like it will be run in after 5 minutes. Future method will be run after 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes, middle of the 5 minutes, what happens? So someone is coming and someone is changing the records, and we are putting the condition, if last name is Amarjit, then it should be updated. we had like implemented some condition. If last name is Amarjit, and then it should be updated, and someone is coming there and they are changing Amarjit to Kumar. They are changing the records from Amarjit to Kumar. Then this future method will not get to know like which record I need to update now. It will not get to know which I need to update now. Like middle of the picture, if process is not completed, middle of the picture, someone will changing the records. Then future method will be confused. What should I do now? Where should I go? Right. So to sake of this, so Salesforce is not giving us to like these features, and that's why we cannot pass the things in this one. So you understood or not the concept?
वापस बताना क्या बोल रहे हो?
Okay. So what I'm saying here, so let's say यहाँ पे हमने लिस्ट ऑफ कॉन्टैक्ट पास कर देते हैं, तो उसका रीजन क्या है, हम यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं पास कर सकते? रीजन ये है, इन केस मैंने यहाँ पे मेरे पास डेटाबेस से मैंने डेटा को फैच कर लिया और मैंने वहाँ पे कंडीशन लगा दी कि जो मेरा अमरजीत नाम है, तो जो कोई भी अकाउंट कॉन्टैक्ट आता है अमरजीत के नाम से, मैं उसको अपडेट करना चाहता हूँ अमरजीत पुरी के नाम से। कंडीशन क्या है? अमरजीत वाली। अब डेटाबेस से डेटा को फैच करेगा। अब मेरा फ्यूचर मेथड चल रहा है, अब फ्यूचर मेथड चल रहा है, अभी वो कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, अभी चल रहा है, रनिंग स्टेट में है, बैकग्राउंड में चल रहा है। तो बीच में आके किसी ने अमरजीत से कुछ और चेंज कर दिया, लेट्स से अमरजीत से राहुल चेंज कर दिया, राहुल शेखावत चेंज कर दिया उन्होंने। जब राहुल शेखावत उन्होंने चेंज कर दिया, तो भाई ट्रिगर को तो, इसको फ्यूचर मेथड को पता नहीं लगेगा ना मुझे करना क्या है, क्योंकि इसको तो ये पता था पहले कि अमरजीत पे चलाना है मुझे, उसको तो ये पता नहीं था राहुल पे चलाना है, क्योंकि बीच में आगे कंप्लीट नहीं हुई थी, प्रोसेस चल रहा था, अभी ट्रांजैक्शन चल रही थी। ट्रांजैक्शन बीच में आके किसी ने रिकॉर्ड को चेंज कर दिया, डेटा को चेंज कर दिया। समझ में आया?
ओके, हाँ।
तो ये रीजन रहता है, तो फ्यूचर मेथड को पता नहीं लगता है। कुमार, यू आर गेटिंग इट राइट?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, great. Okay, so that's the scene here. That's why we are doing all these things like string query, and why we are passing like this. So I told you the workaround, so if you will get these kind of things, so you can resolve the things like this only. Okay, so that's the thing. And in case, let's say you are facing some issue, okay, fine, not an issue. Okay, that is fine. Yeah, same way, if you want to pass like use some another method, so you will do the clone of this, and you will do the clone of this. Parallelly, you will do the clone of your methods, and you will replace your method. And if you want to make delete old and something, whatever requirement you have, same way you can do it. Even I shown you like the str, what str is returning. So you might be aware what the JSON format is. So let me just show you the JSON format. That's why you won't be confused. Sorry, so it should be there. So this is my JSON format. So let me just copy this one and let me just paste here. It's too long. JSON format is started from here. So this curly braces, so this is my attribute, and inside this attribute, so we are getting all these values again. So this is my second attribute, and for this second attribute, so we are getting another value. This is another field, so again we'll get another field. So similarly, we'll get like this only. So let me just show you the JSON format. So curly braces, double quotes. Let's say it's name. We want to pass the value in the name. And I'm passing the value. So just do it. Its name is Amarjit Kumar. Double quotes, colon, double quotes, comma, sorry. Something like this. So here we can pass, let's say it's a name, it's a phone. In this phone, what we want to pass, something like this. These are variable, these are fields. Like first we should have fields, second we should have a values. Again, we'll get one, let's say email. in this email we'll get amar@gmail.com, something like this. So at the end of the like JSON, so you should not be comma. Like if you have some further variables, so if you want to pass some value, something like this, so you can do like this. Otherwise, after that, if you don't want to do, so no need to do anything. Okay, so something like this is, let's say, rating and all, so you can pass rating is what. Okay, so this is my JSON format actually. Okay, so like this. So even we'll do these things in the while doing the integration as well. But yes, so this is the understanding of the JSON. So it will be converted like your list. So in our scenario, so what is happening here? So this list is converting in the JSON format first. So where is my trigger? So first it is converting in string format. So all are in string. So it comes in string only. JSON is comes under the string only. So we'll convert this JSON in the string and this string in the this JSON in the string first. So we'll get all this value in str here. str we are passing here. So we'll get all this value in the str query. So similarly, we are deserializing again. After doing the deserialize, it will convert like this. It's a name, comma, phone, comma, email, means email, comma, rating. And before that, it will be like it will be a list of, it will do like this, list of contact con list equal to select something like this from contact. Like indirectly we are getting the list of contacts only. So to resolve the issue in case of future methods, so first we are doing these things. These things we are doing in the trigger. After that we are doing these things in helper class. Okay, this is we are in helper class because we need to do some DMLs and all. We cannot do the list of string. If you are passing here, we cannot write the for loop on as objects. Like if your data type is string, not as objects, right? So that's the thing is. So, but in case of queueable class, so in case of queueable class, name is indicating that it should be in queue. Like we can pass the more than like it should be. We can pass the loads of things in the parameters as objects, string, integer, primitive data type, not primitive type as a parameter. So like we will not get any problem there. And so in case of queueable class, so we can track the ID, but in case of future method, we cannot track the job ID. Okay, so we can track the things where it is now. We can track where it is, what's the execution process now, it is failed or passed. Okay, so that scenario, like we can track the job ID. How can we track the job ID? So we'll go there and we'll do the job. We'll write the job here. Let's go to Apex job. So we can track the job ID here. Okay, in case of your like queueable class. Okay, so similarly, so let me just so in that scenario, so let's do one thing. Let's take example one to example of queueable class, or it's very simple. So let me just show you on there only. So queueable was future method. So you also will get to know what's the difference between that. Yeah. Okay, so future method can never be used work on as object. So object means we cannot use as a parameter primitive data, non-primitive data as objects in the parameter. So here what in the queueable class contains the member of variable as object or custom apex type, anything we can have. So when using a future method, we cannot monitor the job, like we cannot track the job. Okay, but here we can track the job with async apex job. This is nothing, it's a one kind of objects where you can do the query and all. So let me just go there and I'm doing select id from async job, something like this. If I click on execute, then it will show an message and sorry, query the result. So I think name is not in this one, so not an issue. So let me just copy this one and let me just check in Salesforce side whether it is showing or not. So I think you are a little different. You are a little different. So this is ID which it is tracking now. Yeah. So we cannot do the in case of future method, and future method cannot be called inside the another future method of batch apex. One more thing, as I told you, like one future method cannot be called from another future method, but queuable class can be called from future method of batch apex. Okay. So future method cannot be queued, but it can be queued, but in developer edition it can be 5 queues. Okay, queuable class syntax is like this: public class name of the class is implement queuable, and we should have an execute method inside this. It's a queuable context. Like database.batchable context we have in a batch apex. So similarly, we have a queuable context in this one. Okay, so that's the same thing. Even if you want to pass like some primitive, non-primitive data type as a parameter, so we can pass everything. And so this is a future method. So here we are passing list of record IDs and all. Okay, so that's the difference. So you can practice from your side, and if you've stuck, so no worries, I'll definitely help you. So please, once you will try, and then I'll show you the result and all. So apart from this, so what we are going to do here, so let's try to make a test class for this trigger or this helper class. So we will show you how to create a test class for this helper class, future method and all. So that time, so we should know the trigger. Like we are not aware the helper class and all. So you are getting the as a real time. So someone else like written the trigger and all. So they are just telling you. So we have this trigger. So please create a test class for this. Yeah. So let me just go there and let me create a class here. So what will I do here? So I'll say trigger underscore test. Okay, so what should I do here? So it should be @ is the annotation @ so it should be @ is test, and similarly it should be similarly like this only @ is test, and parallel it should be static. Yes, static void roll up. Okay, so this is my test class. Okay, this is my test class. It's still in progress, but yes. So I'm just going to write a test class for this. So how will I call this one? Can I call the trigger in the test class, or what should be the workaround for this? How can I cover the code coverage for this one? Can anyone please suggest me?
Method के बाद.
Sorry. We cannot call the trigger like we cannot, like if you are writing a trigger, so like we should not call the trigger like in the test class. How we are doing? How we are doing like in the trigger, like in the Apex class, if you are covering the code coverage for this, so we directly can call this class name. Okay, but in case of this roll up summary trigger, so if you are doing like this, so in that scenario we cannot do. Okay, trigger. So trigger will automatically be covered. You don't need to call this trigger. You just need to satisfy the condition only, satisfy the logic only. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are just going to call this Apex class, not the trigger. So we can write like this only, and we can just write like this. This is a helper class, like is a method for this, and so let me just call the class name. So first Where is student test class? It is a list of it's a list of like records. So if I'll do like this, str something like this, will it work or not? So let me just check whether how much and let me just click on run test. So to checking the things, so I can go here. So it's up to your comfortable. So where you want to check from developer console from here. So I'm just checking here and even no displaying. Just wait a minute. So test, it is failing now. It is failing the result. So let me just check whether what it is saying. It is saying all these things. Okay, it is saying JSON exception. JSON exception we are getting here, right? Because here we are passing the add str only, or a test we are passing the test. But what it is accepting, what it is understanding, it is saying like we should have a JSON format. We should have a JSON format. So why can't we pass the, okay, sorry.